Please welcome to the stage the fantastic Caleb Bone.
He's my Dr. Dre today. I completely forgot about it. It's fine, you continue.
I don't know what's going on.
Nor do I.
Okay. I'm really lost. Was Tara gonna hump some more shit? Oh, fuck me then. Go ahead, man. What's up? No, we'll figure it out. It'll all make sense eventually. Yo guys, my name is Caitlin Vine. Hi.
Hi.
Thanks guys, this isn't a TED Talk, but I welcome the overwhelming enthusiasm. Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I have moved all the way here to sunny and somewhat miserable, but still not Slough, Reading. I even get the local jokes now, guys. This is like I've hit a new level of I live here. But I've been working on some new stuff. So thanks so much for being a part of the whole process tonight in advance, because this is all half improvised and half workshopped. So let's fucking roll with it. But while I was in the contrast between being in Brooklyn and being here, I've noticed there's in New York there's just so many feminists. Like it's a hardcore movement that's happening, and it's here too, of course. But like in New York, they're just so fucking good at it. Like so good, just like relentlessly good at feminisming. like there's a scale of like feminist to not feminist, and there's nothing in the middle. Just absolutely none. And that's wonderful, and it's so great to see, but I feel like I'm really bad at it. Like I just don't feel like I'm just never saying the right thing. Maybe it's that I feel very uncomfortable about things, and I'm probably the target of which the demographic of which they're trying to hit. But I also, all right, I'll give you an example. A lot of my friends are really involved in the whole movement, right? And they really want to bring me on board. I'm like the defector of the group that just can't, I'm like the one with the limp leg that just can't seem to get into the boat. So they they're going to the rallies and the meetings, and they got their tatas out in the middle of Manhattan, and all I think about is logistics, because they went to the march, and a couple of my friends, they're just so cool, and they painted their entire bodies. They had this, they called in a service to paint their entire bodies, and they were going on the march, so they were naked, but with a sheen of neon colors. And I thought that was really cool, but my response to it was like, yo, that's awesome, but like, I'm a surprisingly sweaty person. And like, just the sheer logistics of it, like, that's not gonna stay. And in no way, shape, or form is that gonna be pretty. Caitlin, it's not about being pretty, but I have to. I don't leave the house without lipstick. So that's, it's a bit weird. And I went to one of the rallies, and they have they have all of there's a chick that's got her nether region there, and it says like, you don't own me, and I was like, I'm a comedian, I don't own much. I just don't, it's a long shot for me to even have a dog. I'm lucky that I've got a pug. Except that he's a chug, he's half chihuahua, half pug, so he's like half excited, half exhausted. I just love him so much. That's not even part of my set. I shamelessly, I kiss him on the mouth, and I'm not afraid to say it. It fucking is what it is, man. Be grossed out. I feel there's like half laughter, half like tightening of buttholes. That's fine. I'm okay with that. So I go to this rally thing, and this chick, she's got like the vag hat. She's got a fucking vagina on her head. And I was like, holy shit, man, that's a lot. That's not me, I'm not that person. But if I was invited to the royal wedding, I would have fucking been that person. And if my dreams came true, the queen would have gone to Costco, got a Costco-sized tampon to match, and we could have been a pair. Would have been awesome. She would have been so frowny. I would have been so vaggy. So gross. But I'm learning, I'm working on it. And the first instance of work, met a boyfriend's sister, and she lives a very alternative lifestyle. She, lived on a commune in Spain, and she, gets her tits out all the time, and she's got her vag out during afternoon tea. Somebody once asked me, like, well, why do you see it? Like, why do you look at it? And I was like, girl, when there's a fucking rogue vag in the room, you know where it is. There's no question. I can give you coordinates on that thing most days. So, we don't exactly see eye to eye. She's got a 2-year-old son and had like a water birth. Like, as I said, I have a chug. And I didn't give birth to him. I would have if I could have, because he's so precious. But that's fucking weird. Again, we're rolling with this process, guys. But I have a chug and like 36 pairs of shoes. 2 of which are my dog's. Pairs, not actual shoes. He's got 4 feet. I'm not a fucking idiot, guys. Okay? We're all on this intelligent level together, Marco. You smart motherfucker. You're so clever. Anyway, so I don't exactly see eye to eye with her. She's a wonderful human, and when I finally went to meet her, I was like, cool, this is it, guys. This is my moment. I'm on your level, man. Skin to the wind. Not get my tits out in front of your dad, but I'm here to play ball. I won't shave my legs for a week. I won't wear deodorant. I'll stink a little. Fuck it. YOLO. Stick it to the man. Like, I don't give a shit. And it was great for for the time that we had. But then we went to the beach, and so we went to the beach, the whole family, and we're getting ready to go. And it's me and my boyfriend and her and her dad and her mom and her grandpa. And as we're getting ready, she comes out and she's just topless. No big thing. That's fine. I anticipated this. I saw this coming. What I didn't see coming was her dad being like, well, Caitlin, it's a 50% improvement on last time. And from the background, she goes, 50% more oppressive! This is what we're dealing with. But outside of that, though, okay, so the other conclusion that I've kind of come to, and I think this is why I haven't been able to put my finger on all of this. I feel like I'm a bad feminist, but I'm not. I feel like all the things that define a feminist are just, just being a reasonable human being. Is it that difficult? Like, no, I think I am a feminist, but I grew up in a household where I was fortunate to grow up around really strong women. Really strong. And my dad was fucking awesome. They haven't died. They're still here. Don't know why I'm talking past tense. Thanks, guys. That's my time. No. But my dad is awesome. And my dad was so empowering and just like the best dad ever. And he was like, you do you. Like, you can be anything you want to be in this world. Like, I could have told him I was going to be a fishmonger in the desert. And he would have been like, yes! Yes, you are! You do it! Legit, anything. So I was fortunate to grow up in a household where sexism wasn't it wasn't a thing. And I'm not ashamed of that. I'm really psyched about it. My mom wanted me to grow up to be kind. Right? So if that makes me a feminist, then fuck it! Awesome! And if it makes me a little funny in the process, then, I'll take that. But I learned a little bit more when I was in Brooklyn, because when I first moved to Brooklyn, one of the first catcalling experiences, you guys have that term here, right? Catcalling? So one of the first catcalling experiences I had was awesome. It was this dude walking towards me, and now every guy that comes at you with a catcall has a bit of a different flair to it. Everybody has their thing. This guy had the leaning back. You know what I mean? So this guy's coming towards me, and he's my fucking I'm his 12 o'clock right now, and he's coming at me. And he's like, damn girl, check that ass. Hello. Because my, suburban upbringing made me want to, be nice and just say hello. I was trying to be a kind person. Worst fucking idea ever. Because part of me said hello. The other part of me was like, fuck you, dickhead, get the hell out of here. I'll ruin you. But I didn't, because I'm a fucking lady. So instead I followed him. So I did. I like followed. It was like proper, like what's that? Inspector Gadget. I like Inspector Gadgeted my way behind him, and like legit, I get up behind him, and I'm just like, excuse me, sir. I just want to talk about your logic. Because you see, I was here 12 o'clock, and you were coming directly towards me. So like, I applaud your assumption because this is a majestic work of art. But realistically speaking, you actually couldn't see the ass to which you speak. So that's one thing, and then the other thing is like, I don't know if you've noticed, but like Brooklyn's really getting really gentrified these days. So between you and me, just a suggestion, just a hint, take it or leave it, throw in a vegan brunch. Organic soy chai tea latte, is that so much to ask? I might have turned my head. I might have given you a check of my ass. You don't know? Play to your fucking audience, man. Who do you think you are? I don't know at what point he actually walked away, but that whole conversation pretty much happened. It really did. That's what I wrote in light of Jay-Z and Biggie. And me. So, but here, it's a bit weird here because I've noticed that you guys can get away with a little bit more because I can't tell right away if you're a creep. You know, like in Brooklyn, fairly fucking obvious, you know? But here, you guys, there's an unbelievable amount of men that wear well-tailored suits. It's magical. Well-tailored suits. It's lingerie for men. You know what I mean? It's exactly what it is. And you don't even need, you know, like fucking Ann Summers, all you guys need is a Marks and Spencer. It's not that hard for you guys, and it's a beautiful, check those fitted fabrics. Like, tell me that you haven't seen, I'm looking at you, and I don't mean to look at you just in general, tell me you haven't seen them. I'm assuming that you're straight, maybe you're not, but even still, I'm not. This is why I'm a bad feminist. I'm fucking working on this. Like, I'm not suave about it at all, but tell me you haven't seen a man in a well-tailored suit and thought, you know what, I would hate to have an intelligent conversation with him. Like, fuck off. You know, like, that's not physically possible. But you have a 50-50 shot. You know, because they're either going to sound like Zazu from The Lion King. Hasn't your mother ever told you to play with your food? I don't know, you're right. How are you today? Like, they're either going to be lovely like that, or you're going to be like, all right, love. Slam the door. That's fine. It's whatever. Just let them go. They'll find their way out. But you can mask it. You don't know. You don't see it coming necessarily. But you learn as you go on. You know? It's fine. And outside of, once I got past the whole... Was that you?
No.
Liar.
Sounds so guilty.
Bold-faced liar. Now I'm confused. What was I talking about? I don't know. Oh, I know what I was talking about. Okay, so outside of that, I'm working on being a better feminist, and I'm getting good at it because somebody asked me if I was going to a march the other day. Legit. Somebody in New York doesn't know that I live here apparently, so we're obviously not that good of friends. And was like, oh, so are you going to the march this week? And I was just like, no. She was like, why are you not going to the march? I thought, you know, like you and Heather and Casey, I thought you were all going. And I was like, no, I will be working because I am trying to minimize the gender wage gap. Nailed it. Fucking nailed it. And I got a text message that was like, yo, you got nudes? I don't know how to go into that. I should have had a segue thingy. There was no getting around it.
This is a segue, something's a dumb thing.
I was really hoping for the Jurassic Park theme song, so you really dropped the ball on that. But anyway, so I did get a text message asking for nude photos, and every time that I get a text like that, it's not often, guys, but all I ever hear in my head is like, yo, you got nudes? As if like anybody that's texting me that obviously is in the Brooklyn shipyard. And they're like worried about whether or not Big Tony's coming to whack them or if it's going to be like Johnny Two Shoes. Again, it's all a process. But if I crack myself up, that's 90% of the right now. You just sit down, sir. Anyway, calm your tits. I told you it's a learning process. So you got nudes? And I turned around and I was like, I'm 29 years old. Like, no, I haven't thought to take a nude photo since like the Notebook came out. Absolutely not. But I kindly just replied, you know what it was though, don't you? Thank you. So what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, slots! Nudes! Yeah, you got nudes. It's just every time, it just cracks me up. So, I was like, no, I do not. And his response was, archives? Fucking art. The fuck do you think this is? The Smithsonian? Like, I've got archives. Sorry, let me take it down a notch. Let me get up the card catalog and the Dewey Decimal System over there. See if I can dig up my pink BlackBerry from 2004. See what those puppies look like. Probably not very different from now, so. I was your biggest goddamn fan back then.
I thought that was your second clap. Okay, I'm just gonna go now.
No, it's fine, but I am gonna end it on that, you bag of dicks. I'm kidding, I love you, but like never fucking do that again, I'll rip your throat out.
Feminism.
Feminism, right? Thank you guys for being part of my process.
Well, that is the end of our first half. It is hot, it is sweaty, and I need some nicotine. We'll be back in 20 minutes. We have got Stand Up for Maverick. We've got Chris doing a monologue. You've got us doing something completely made up, but we've got no idea. We shall see you in 20 minutes time. Thank you!